Okay, so I've been doing Launchable for, well, before it became Launchable, it was Copyright with Caroline, and my main focus was to help, well, it's mainly coaches and affiliates learn how to create ads as non-professional marketers. Like the people that I'm working with, they don't have a huge copywriting department, they don't have a huge marketing team, but their goal is to create paid ads that drive traffic to a lead magnet, at which case they sort of, let the sales funnel do the work. And often they need some support or messaging translation in the sales funnel, but it all kind of starts with the ad. And the way I look at the ad is in a couple of ways. One, like, firstly, we need to just get stuff out there, because the best way to learn is to launch and to get data back. So you really want to get stuff out there as soon as possible. And for me and people I was working with, I could just see you just fluffing and over complicating everything, and what I called ad perfection paralysis, where you write a script and then by the time you get to the bottom it's a completely new script, and you go to the top and you change it, and it's not what you started off, and then you go to the top again, you change it again, you've ruined the whole thing. And by that time lots of time has passed, and it's not great for progress. It's all about progress and kind of failing forwards. But also, you're paying to get these ads out, so you don't want to have just a piece of like tat really just launched into the world that's taking up your marketing budget and expensive and not getting you conversions. So there has to be some kind of balance. So the premise of Launchable is to get an ad that's launchable, meaning it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be polished. And actually, at this stage of marketing, you might spend so long on getting it polished and primed to get out there that it might just fall flat on its face anyway. You don't have the data or understanding of like why it went wrong. So it's kind of a bit detrimental. But also to give you like this foundational framework, that means like you've got a message that compels and a structure that sells. That's kind of what the basis is. So it's this balance of like being a non-professional marketer in this marketing space and getting ads out there, but not fussing over the small details that don't add a huge amount of leverage. I work this out as there's three. I'm going to mute everyone as well, because if there's more people coming in, I don't want the ding dong to interact the video. So can everyone still hear me? Just a thumbs up. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, I can't hear you. Okay, so there's what I have kind of created is this 3-phase process of ad scripting, and within that process there's more steps. And I think this gives you the full framework of everything you need to create ads and to put them out there. And so I'm going to show you this. I've got a PDF now to sort of demonstrate and to walk you through it, and to also, you guys are now in the ad lab, so you can download it. And yeah, basically that's going to be, I'm going to show you how this all works. But it's all under the guise of being a launchable. It's going to be launchable. You guys got to get launchable. Okay, so now I've got to get the PDF. Okay, so, oh, host has disabled screen sharing. Can you enable me, Howard? Do I have to steal it back from you? I've got like, oh hi, I've got lots of comments. Habiba from Kenya. Hi Habiba, it's great to
hi, how are you? Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.
There. We've got Margarita who says hello from Italy. Ian's just downloaded it from the group. Great. Okay, you don't need to download this, by the way, guys. It's much more important that you're able to just follow along with me, and then you can take it away in your own time and sort of use it at your own will as well. Okay, and so now we're sharing screen. Yes, I've got it. Okay, so this is the PDF, which I'm going to take you through from start to finish. Okay, so there we go. Obviously, Launchable. The point of this is to crafting a message that compels with an ad structure that sells for your affiliate lead magnet. This is specifically for, well, for most people, it's promoting the free workshops that everyone has sort of like access to as an affiliate of Launch You, but this applies to, I think, any affiliate lead magnet, because as an affiliate, you're not necessarily super experienced on marketing, so it's the same sort of premise. It's just getting good stuff out there without faffing, basically. So this was initially the Holy Grail, but now we're calling it phase 1. And so the way I look at this, it's like, it's your plan. It's your kind of like, it's where you go to the well for, but it's not going to be what the traditional way we plan. Because what I find is that in all the training I ever do, it's so much theory. It's like avatar training, messaging training, dig into their pains and problems. And you've got all this work done and it's great, but it's like, how do you actually turn that into something that's really tangible and sellable and, you know, structured? So my way of doing it is kind of flipping it round. Let's just get like some ideas to get started with, of like to anchor us in, but that helps us move forwards quickly. So this is way more focused on drafting. Like we're going to be putting together a draft almost straight away. Like that is the point. We're not going to faff about in the avatar messaging and that side of things. And you guys all have so much access to loads of avatar training and messaging training. This is all about scripting and making the script good. Okay, so phase 1, I've added a new point to phase 1, but some of you will be familiar with this. We've got what is the point of your ad? Like what is it that you're selling? Why are you selling it? Etc. And so we've got step 1, what am I promoting? Biggest question. When I ask people this on calls, I always get things like, oh, I'm selling them an opportunity to spend time with their children, or more fulfillment in their life, or time freedom. It's like, that's not what you're promoting. You don't have that at your disposal to promote. What you're promoting is something very specific and tangible. So this is not intangible, which is probably bad wording. A workshop, worksheet, what are you promoting? I think it's the lead magnet. It's what the parameters of the lead magnet are. So, you know, a workshop, for instance, that's what you're promoting. And maybe a definition of the workshop. A workshop that teaches people how to build an online business, for example. Now, I also really, really encourage you guys to review your lead magnet, like whatever it is that you are promoting, whatever it is. And video series and workshops are really useful because they just really highlight the value of like the product you're selling later. But what you want to do is review what it is and define it. It's a workshop that does what? Teach you to build an online business, shows you how to access your inner strength, or whatever it is. I don't know, whatever the workshop is that you're promoting, you want to define it. So that's step 1, easy. What am I promoting? This can be summarized in 1 sentence over 1 line. What is the immediate benefit of what I'm promoting? So I emphasize here the immediate benefit. This, again, it's not the dream, it's not the big vision, it's not like the desired outcome. It is like the immediate benefit of what you're promoting is, once they've watched the workshops, they will know what's possible for them in terms of building an online business. What other workshops have I seen before? I suppose this is a workshop in itself. It's like how to craft an ad from start to finish. You know, what is the immediate benefit? Okay. And the reason I've emphasized this is not because the messaging and the pains and the problems are not important. It's because I find that in the environment I specifically work in this online business space of sort of non-professional marketers, people who are trying this out to give themselves a better lifestyle, the training which tells us to focus on the avatar, focus on the benefits, like really hone in on those things, it is super important, and it's what all big ad agencies and like it will tell you to do that. But that, I think they presume that you know exactly what you're promoting and what those elements are and all that stuff. So talking about the messaging, talk about the pain, is to kind of antidote what most people do when they talk about a product, which is just to talk about the edges of the product. But what we tend to do in this industry is just make up this load of fluffy loveliness, and we don't ever actually speak about the physical elements of the product. So I really focus on this bit just for this audience that I'm working with, because it's a problem I see, just a specific problem within our audience. So I want you to know what exactly you're promoting and what is the immediate benefit, not the big dream. Now, once you've got those 2 things, you can start to be more imaginative and dream big and be more forward thinking. So why would someone want the benefit of what you're promoting? Now, this is start where you get to be stretched. You go, okay, because they want more freedom in their life. They hate their job and they feel trapped by it. They feel unfulfilled. They feel maybe even a lack of meaning and purpose in their life. And they know that it's their job to blame, right? maybe, and an online business for them is kind of a salvation, right? So we can start to get a bit more creative and a bit more like imaginative and bigger with this once we've got those basics down. And so this is the why, okay? And this is the furthest out you really want to go. That's like intangible. You don't want to, and you don't want to stay there forever either. And you also always want to relate this why back to the product. So this is more of an intangible stretch about what they want in their life. They're struggling with X and they want more of Y. They're working constantly and want to spend more time with their family. They can see their retirement approaching. They want to be more financially secure enough to actually stop working. Maybe they're worried about their job security and want extra income. Because you can see your lead magnet isn't going to solve those problems, but those are motivations for them to learn the problem that your lead magnet has solved, which is the fact of like, they don't know how to build an online business, for example. That's what the lead magnet really solves. It just teaches them that they can build like how to do it and that it's possible for them. But why do they want that? That's where the deeper message comes in and something a bit more significant. Okay. Once you've done this, because this is the message is the most important part. The message is the thing that sells. No one wants a free workshop for no reason. What you do then is you flip it around, okay? So that you've got the first thing is you've got promoting a free workshop. That's what the physical thing is. The benefit is that they'll know the next steps that they need to take to build their online business, for example. Why? So they can stop working constantly and spend more time with their family. And you'll flip that round. So you've got your basic plan. Your phase 1 plan is stop working all the time and spend more time with your family. Find out the next steps you need to take to build an online business, access the free workshop. Now, in launchable fashion, this is super basic. Like, I don't know, I'm not necessarily saying that this exactly would convert, but you can start to see like you've got this framework to work with that's tangible and like it's like, okay, yeah, I can see how this is now an advert, and you've got those threads working for you. Now, as part of the revised launchable structure, so this was the Holy Grail, and now I'm calling it the phase 1 because there's 3 phases. Phase 1, I've added another thing in here which is useful because the next phase, which is drafting, which is where all of the the stuff comes together. The one thing that I realized was missing from the drafting phase is objections. So so on top of the 3 things, the what are you promoting, what's the immediate benefit of what you're promoting, and why would someone want that, you also go, what are the possible objections they might have to the workshops? So not enough time, don't understand what they're signing up for, and then your ad might explain details of the product and lead magnet, like i.e. it's a 45-minute workshop, so if they haven't got much time. So you can start to overcome these objections, because that's a really important part of the message as well, because this part just assumes that once you tell them what you've got, then that's all hunky-dory, as if they haven't got any more objections that might come up, but that's not true. There are always objections. And if you're promoting the online business workshops that that I mostly promote and work with people who mostly promote those, the objections are no experience, don't have products to sell, don't have time. What else is it? Not a lot of money to invest. Those sort of things, which all kind of go around this idea of building an online business, basically. So you've got those 4 elements in your plan, and that's it. That's where we're going to stop. Not because, like I said, the messaging and avatar work isn't important. It's just that I want to focus everything on writing and creating and getting everything down in an order so that you have something to launch, basically, as soon as possible. So this is the first step. You've got the phase 1, the plan. This is all you're going to do if you're planning. Phase 2 is the 5-step script structure.